What's up, guys? Today I have something very special. I have the greatest 2011 grip there is.
Jeff, my friend, I beg to differ. I think I have the best 2011 grip there is.
Stay tuned to learn more. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Weapon Collective, and today I'm super stoked because I have two very special guests with me. I have 2A in LA, and I have Jacob from Viking, and we are looking at two extremely cool pistols with a very special grip on them. So I'll let these guys do some intros, and we'll go from there.
Bam. So look, my name is 2A in LA. If you haven't heard of me, I am so happy to be out here in the great state of Utah with my man Jeff and my man Jacob. And I couldn't think of a better reason for us to come together than to talk about these two incredible pistols featuring arguably two of the best grips that are available on the market today.
So, Jacob, why don't you take us through what is so special about these, not only the pistol, but more importantly, the grip on these pistols?
Yeah, so this is kind of a grip that I've been working on. People have done it in the past with like a step panel and a palm swell panel. We decided to kind of revise it, make it possibly a little better, get some geometry changed, and came up with this. So basically, on your left side here, you're going to have a step panel that we were able, with direct machining rather than a panel setup, we were able to move it back and kind of get a little better geometry on your hand, the way it lines up and everything like that. So that fits really nice. And then on the other side, nice palm swell. And the palm swell was kind of a big thing. Getting the position right is really important as far as the way that your hand lines up when you grab it. So we made it to where the top of the palm swell really stops, where your trigger finger knuckle will engage it, kind of puts you in perfect alignment every time you grab it, and still be able to fill the void in your palm. And after some tries and a bunch of measurements, I think we were able to really nail basically a design that would fill all the voids without gaining any actual feeling of circumference larger in your hand.
I will say also, the three of us, we each have very different hand size, hand dimensions,
Yep.
and this fits all of our hands perfectly. I mean, this is something like, I haven't seen anything like this ever before, feel like anything like this ever before. It is very pleasant to shoot, very pleasant to handle and hold, and I am super impressed with this grip. It's crazy.
I couldn't agree more. I bring up, I think a lot of times we think about palm swells, we think about the Atlas grip, right?
Of course.
And they're famously known for having that panel there. But I think the fact that the palm swell is set back a little bit more here is great. I have really long fingers. And so when I wrap around, you can see that, there's still a lot of room there. And to be able to come right back in that spot, it's awesome. It feels great in the hands. Very, very comfortable.
Yeah, I would say for me, what I like the most, in addition to what has already been spoken about, is right here on the beaver tail on the back strap. It's like it fills in this entire webbing of my hand, pushes it right up into that beaver tail, so I have a just naturally high purchase, and mainly coming out of the holster. I can grab the gun really quick, and it just puts my hand right where it needs to be. So I am extremely impressed with this. Let's go run these things a little bit and talk about it more out on the range.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Woo.
Man, I ran through that fast.
All right, we're at the 7, so we're gonna run some bill drills with the new Viking Hell with the Molinar grip. I'm digging this thing with these palm swell. Hopefully I can get a really good bill drill time with this. Yank that first left, 186. One high, you bastard. 186, same time. That one was clean, 181. Clean, 178. That feels so good, dude. Little trigger freeze there, 198.
Whoa!
Oh! 172, but that had some splits in it right there. I yanked a couple left, but 11, 14, 13, 11.
Yeah.
If I could just keep those up, accurate, that's ideal. That was clean?
Think so?
194. So, all right. I'll tell you what, this thing is awesome. The grip on this, especially coming out of the holster, getting here, having this palm swell and where it sits in the grip, like relative to an Atlas Alpha grip, which is dead center. This has it set back a little further, which on a quick draw for me, it just sets the gun right where it should be in my hand. Now the only other part is getting my support hand in the right place. So I am really digging this grip.
There is right to the top of that palm swell.
Dude.
So it lines you up.
And that's probably what it is.
Like it instantly tries to put you into where you
now it's just all I have to worry about is getting this support hand in the right spot.
clamp it.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
That part.
But man, that was impressive. I like that a lot. It feels good and the texture is perfect.
Oh, that was gonna be it. That was the one.
2.19.
The mainspring locked in place. So when he does it, that's how he gets this continuous, just really nice, no breaks in anything.
Do a lot of people machine the mainspring housing separately?
So I don't necessarily know. I just know that that's how ours are done, and that's how it gets that seamless, you know. So when you do pull this mainspring out, it does have sharp edges I knock off, but it's still, you can't even tell I knocked them off. Like, it's just seamless.
No, it feels great.
It feels good.
And that's just what we were after. We wanted to make something that was just fit.
Yeah.
So like the big problem when you have interchangeable panels or anything like that, there's so many variations. Well, with us machining direct, we needed to hit the middle road to where it was going to fit majority of shooters.
Yeah.
Instead of, because we're not going to offer 20 different variations.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible.
I mean, it fits my hand perfect.
Yep. And that's kind of where we go. The guy who makes our grips, he's got a little bit smaller hand, and he was like, dude, it fits me perfect. He said to me, I have a bear paw, I don't have long fingers, but I got a fat palm, and it still fit me good. And then
I've got super
Alan's
long
got fingers, and it fits and wraps around his. So I think we were able to really accomplish what we were after with this setup, and then just the machining into the magwell to make it line up with the swell and the step, kind of
It feels
closed it off,
dude.
Yeah,
finished
you
it
did
off,
that.
completed it.
Like, I guess the question is why has nobody done this yet? Is it just that hard?
I don't know.
I mean, Atlas is as close as it's come,
Yeah,
but this
Atlas
this
is
is
a great grip. It feels awesome.
yeah, I love the Alpha Grip, but this is just something totally different.
And I think what you were saying yesterday when we were at dinner was kind of spot on too. When you were like, you know, the Atlas grips are great; they have the panels, but you're limited to where those panels are located.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So, and that was kind of another big thing that we touched on when we were doing that is, so on an Atlas, they're limited by the panel. Again, great grip, not saying anything bad about it, but I wanted this step to be back farther. So for me to really get my palm meat into that step, it needed to just be back a little farther. So without being limited by like a panel or a slot, we were able to roll that step back almost onto the back radius of the grip,
right.
where it really, you get full engagement.
Well, you get it on the support hand, but then my favorite part is the beaver tail area here, because the swell comes out on the back on both sides, and it just gets that webbing of my hand so
It forces
tight.
you up into a high purchase.
Yes, I mean it is fantastic, and I have a high forward support hand grip, and so I'm riding it up on this top, but it works perfect. I'm digging it. All right, we're gonna try some 1R1s with the HEL with this grip. I'm interested to see if I can get these mags in. It is a tighter mag well on this prototype, so let's see how it goes. Slow, 195, but I had a little hiccup there.
Ooh.
150. Oh, I missed the button. Damn it, you clumsy bastard. 141 again. 150. 144. 137. Oh, missed the gun entirely.
Whoa!
Oh! Butterfingers, dude. 139.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, that was a 131. If I hit it. Hit the damn target. That was a 124. That would have been my record.
Fastest. Yep.
126 we gotta beat.
Hey.
124!
Nice.
Record!
Good job.
Ooh.
How's that for shitty mag?
I never said that.
No, I did.
All right, we have been talking about the grip, and that maybe baited you in a little bit, but not to discount that. It is a phenomenal grip. But let's bring Jacob back in here and
Absolutely.
talk about the gun that this grip is on, because both of these things are super special. So what do we have here?
So this is our Viking Hell. It is a 4.75 overall comp, inline and V ports. It's hard to get a gun to run all three things that you want, which is flat, soft, and fast. And this has been the recipe that seemed to just accomplish all those things for us. So I did a special run of 10 of these, and these guys both decided that they wanted to pick one of them up each. And yeah, they're fun.
And I'll tell you, I mean, being out here to get the HEL, like when I first contacted Jacob, I knew about the HEL and started talking to him, and then he started giving me a little bit of hint about this grip that may be coming. And that just got it really excited. And we talked about coming out and doing this video. And then we heard Alan was getting one of these. And we thought this is the perfect opportunity to get together out in Utah and really debut both the gun and this grip. I mean, this package put together is, it really is one of those recipes that you don't see very often. And as Jacob said, getting soft, fast, and flat is very, very rare. But I would say this is as close as you can possibly get to absolutely having all three of those in one pistol. It is phenomenal.
And I would just say, just for some context, Jacob and I first started talking about doing a gun for me probably over a year ago.
Yeah.
Maybe a year ago or so. And we were kicking around ideas. I had a lot of stuff going at the time, but his guns came on my radar because I thought they were so aesthetically beautiful. And I just said, if those guns run half as good as they look, then I gotta have one in my collection. We ended up bumping into each other at SHOT Show, talking a little bit more. And as Jeff said, you know, the hints that this gun was coming down the line just had me locked in. I had to get a Viking or 2 or 3 or 4 in my collection. And so, yeah, starting with the HEL.
No doubt. Let's go shoot these things some more.
Let's go. All right, so look, fam, we are out here in Utah. So when you're in Utah, you do what Utahans do, which is the Modern Samurai Project black belt standard. So look, I have never tried this before. I'm not a bill drill kind of guy per se, but I do understand it from watching all of Jeff's videos. And if you're not subscribed to Jeff's channel, make sure you do it now. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do it now.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, but my understanding of it is from 3 yards, we're going to go 3 to the center box, 2 to the head, go back to the 7-yard line, and we're going to do 1 shot center mass, and then a bill drill, 6 shots from 7 yards, and then 1 shot from 25. Jeff knows the times. He has the times down. I'm not worried about the time. I just want to make sure I get everything in the allotted boxes where they need to go. All right, let's get it happening.
Nice. What's your time?
That was 3.25.
Dead center.
1.85. Too low. 2.91. I couldn't see where that hit.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Time was 1.94.
Okay, so that was just barely, you had a second and a half, but that's in, I think, dude. Unless it's that bottom left. It might have been.
Yeah,
It might be him.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
me either.
I saw these on the bill, but I don't know.
We should have
Let's
went up
see.
and looked at it.
1, 2, 3, and then you had 1, and then 1, 2, 3. It was that one.
Yeah, so just outside.
Yeah.
Hey, first time ever
Yeah.
doing the drill. I'm not mad at it. Now, I've got something to work on when I go back to California at my home range.
Let's take this HEL and this Molinar grip. See if we can get this done. I've been running this for just so much recently. I've put many a gun through this. Many have failed. A few have passed. And I have a course coming up next week in Arizona where I hope to actually get a black belt patch or at least have a run at getting one. And let's see how the HEL fares on this. 176 to the 7, 8-3, bill drill.
Nice.
All right, that's a 186. 25. I haven't taken any 25s today with this. So second and a half. Yeah, I think it's left edge line break. And that was 129. So
Nice.
all within the time penalty, and it's good. Let's count them up though. Let's make sure. Should be 13 hits. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pass with the HEL with the Molinar grip. This thing is badass, man.
A little high. 2.41.
Wow.
Left.
That's where I go.
Wow.
1.39.
Look.
There you go.
Ooh.
2.29.
One.
Almost. That first
I
was
think
a
that
line
one's a
break, so
line
only
break.
one out.
Okay. All right, let's go back and try the 25.
I didn't see it. Oh,
It
low,
looked-
left,
No. Oh, left low. I see
Left
that.
Yeah, I think it's that
Yeah.
one. Let's try that one more time.
1.90.
Let's try that one more time.
Left.
Left.
So here, how bright's your dot?
Pretty bright.
Yeah, turn it down back here. Like
There we go.
I go so I can like, it's the dimmest, and then it's like the second from the dimmest for me back here. So I can see it. Like it takes me a second, but I make sure I can see the dot, but it's not big bloom.
Yeah, we should be good there.
Yeah, I think that helps.
That one's in.
I think you
that's
got
in,
it,
right?
dude.
I think that one's
I
in.
think you got it.
That one felt good.
1.71.
Just that one on the bill too. That's mine.
So,
Yeah, dude.
not miserable. Not
Yeah.
miserable.
All right, guys, that is the end of checking out this Viking Hell with the Molinar grip. I can't even begin to tell you how impressed I am with both the pistol and the grip. The combination of the two is about the coolest setup I'm so excited for. That's all I can say. How about we just go get overall impressions? You tell me what your thoughts of the gun, the grip, everything, anything that's on your mind.
Well, I think the gun's amazing. It's flat, it's fast, it's soft. That's a hard combination to put together. I think the grip is phenomenal. It's the star of the show, certainly, but I don't want it to get lost in the fact that the gun itself is amazing. And I will say this too. As somebody who owns most 2011s out there, certainly a lot of 2011s out there, it's and having had the opportunity to meet a lot of the builders, it's great when you have a great gun and you pair it up with a great guy,
Dude.
great builder,
Well said.
and just the kind of people you want to do business with, kind of people you want to work with, kind of people you want to spend your money with, your hard-earned money with. So yeah, I can't wait to get this bad boy back in California and shoot it a lot more.
Well said. So I think the grip for me is, I mean, it's hard to parse out the two. Like the gun really is absolutely phenomenal. And that's what originally hooked me just to want to get the HEL. But then when I found out the grip and what was going into it, and luckily I was able to see some little sneak peek photos of the development of the grip, which just made me so much more excited. But being out here today and having it all come together in this one piece is like, I mean, this is awesome. So thank you, Jacob,
Thanks,
for
Jacob.
bringing this thing out. And thanks for Alan for coming out. This has been such a blast. It's so fun to have them both here. But this overshadows both of you. Sorry. It's just such a cool thing, man. Like, and to Alan's point of talking about shooting all these different guns and owning a bunch of 2011s, it's rare that something comes along that is actually different and distinct.
Yes.
And I mean, the gun is fantastic. It shoots great. But the grip is something that I haven't seen before, like this. Like this is absolutely, without a doubt, innovation. And I just think it's such a cool product to actually see come to fruition after kind of being on the periphery of the development and getting some sneak peeks. So to actually get it out today and shoot it was phenomenal. So thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, it's kind of a simple thing that you're like, why hasn't anybody just really done it yet? And
in theory.
Yeah. So we just went ahead and did it. Like, let's just make it happen. Let's make our version of it. Let's take our vision, make it reality, and make it work. And the hardest part is just making it work for everybody. Like we talked about, we all have different size hands. We all grab it. It feels great in everybody's hands.
It does.
So, you know, we happen to come up with the magic formula, make it work. So we are going to be selling these grips by themselves.
Okay.
They will be available for purchase by themselves. They will come with a mag well that matches, because the bump outs are machined into the mag well as well to line up good. So that is coming also. We just want everybody to be able to enjoy them. It's the big thing.
They will. Yeah, absolutely. I can say that. I mean, it's hard to say because you're looking at it, and I experienced this, as I'm going to touch on, being able to like be on the periphery and see pictures of it. And seeing it in a picture, it looks large. But once you get it in hand, it fits so well. Yeah. And once again, all our different hands.
Yeah. So, and that's the hard part is it has extra material on it. So naturally your eyes are going to assume it's bigger.
Yeah.
But it's not adding any material to like where your hand grabs. It's filling void.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just filling voids with the extra material. It's not adding circumference to the size. And that's, you know, it just worked out. Like it feels great.
It really does.
I would say this too. I did a video on my channel called "When Great Isn't Good Enough," a message to gun manufacturers, because I felt like the 2011 market was getting flooded with all these guns, and they all start to look the same. They all, you know, kind of operate similarly, and it was kind of a challenge to gun builders to do something different, to innovate, to not just throw the Chile grip on there with this and that and the other thing, but to come up with something new. And Jacob knocked it out of the park relative to this gun. Everything about it is unique, and I love it.
Yeah. So we're gonna send these back, and then our versions will show up a little later. So you'll definitely be seeing this combination on the channel a lot more. I really want to take a moment and thank both Jacob and 2A in LA for coming out. I know it's a long way to come all the way out to Utah, but I'm really thankful they did get a chance to hang out with both of them and get a chance to shoot the gun with them. It's been an absolute blast. I appreciate it. So please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for the Weapon Collective.
2A in LA. Peace.
Catch you next time.
Be helpful if I loaded the magazine up. Just
hey, I've never done that.
Little things like that. Welcome to the Weapon Collective, guys. My name is Jeff.
Is that 5?
That's 5.
Damn it.